You gave them your trust. You offered kindness, generosity, and patience, thinking it would strengthen the connection. And somehow, it always backfires. You feel drained, used, like your empathy has been turned against you. You start to question yourself, wondering if you're overreacting or if maybe, just maybe, you're the problem. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly how narcissists weaponize your kindness. You'll see the subtle strategies they use to manipulate, exploit, and control without you even realizing it at first. Kindness is your strength. But for narcissists, it's a tool, a lever they pull to bend reality, to shape your behavior, and to feed their ego. The first pattern is guilt-tripping disguised as concern. You do something nice, like check in on them or offer help, and suddenly they frame it as insufficient. They say things like, "You never do enough," or "If you really cared, you would." They take your generosity and twist it into a moral failing. Why it happens, they need to keep you feeling inadequate so you remain compliant. Mini takeaway: your kindness should never come with guilt attached. The second pattern is the subtle obligation trap. They remember every favor, every gesture, and use it as leverage later. I helped you when no one else did, so you owe me this. Even small acts can become ammunition. It works because your natural instinct is gratitude and reciprocity. They weaponize what makes you human. The third pattern is emotional blackmail. Your patience becomes a leash. If you set a boundary, they cry, manipulate, or accuse you of cruelty. They create a false narrative that your generosity makes you responsible for their feelings. It's confusing because kindness should never be conditional. Most people miss this because kindness feels virtuous. You assume that if you are empathetic, you're safe. But narcissists exploit emotional generosity precisely because it's genuine. It's not weakness, it's trust turned against you. Then comes the pattern escalation. They criticize your actions while praising your intentions. You meant well, but you failed. They demand attention while ignoring your boundaries. They recall favors selectively, forgetting the ones you've done for yourself or others. And when you hesitate, they interpret it as betrayal. Each instance chips away at your confidence, making you doubt your instincts. And this is where most people make the biggest mistake. They over-explain, they justify their kindness, they apologize for taking care of themselves. Every explanation reinforces the idea that your behavior needs approval. Every apology is fuel for the narcissist's control. The fourth pattern is weaponized empathy. They position themselves as victims even when they've caused harm. Your compassionate response becomes a tool they exploit. They say things like, "You know I'm struggling," and yet it's never about you failing them, it's about keeping you on the hook emotionally. The fifth pattern is the double bind. No matter what you do, you are wrong. If you are firm, they accuse you of being cold. If you're gentle, they accuse you of weakness. Your kindness is measured against their demands, never your values. The sixth pattern is love bombing disguised as redemption. They return favors, offer compliments, and act as if they are changing. It lures you back in, reminding you of the good moments and making you question your boundaries. It works because kindness naturally responds to recognition and reward. The seventh pattern is social manipulation. They use your kindness in front of others to build a narrative. They present themselves as generous while casting doubt on your judgment. Friends, family, and colleagues may even start questioning you. Your generosity is now weaponized in a public theater, and you feel isolated, confused, and defensive. So how do you stop this? First, recognize the pattern. Pause before reacting. Notice when your kindness is being used as leverage. Awareness is the first step in reclaiming control. Next, reinforce boundaries silently. Your acts of generosity should never require explanation. You do not owe justification, and you do not owe permission. Calmly uphold your limits and observe their reaction without engagement. Then, detach from the outcome. Kindness does not exist to manipulate or change others. It is for your values, your principles, and your integrity. If they attempt to weaponize it, it's their issue, not yours. Your power lies in measured response. Do not over-explain. Do not apologize for generosity. Do not chase approval. Silence and consistency are stronger than arguments. Identity upgrade. You are no longer a reactive participant. You are the observer. You maintain calm, clarity, and control. Your kindness becomes a shield, not a weapon they can wield against you. Over time, they will test, but your consistency diminishes their power. They will escalate initially, then slowly lose interest when manipulation fails. Their ability to twist your empathy fades because you no longer feed it with fear, guilt, or justification. This is emotional sovereignty. Your acts of kindness remain yours. Your peace remains intact. Your boundaries are unbreachable. Remember, narcissists can try to turn anything into a weapon. Your patience, your generosity, your empathy. But the moment you see it, acknowledge it, and refuse to engage on their terms, you reclaim the space they sought to dominate. True power is quiet, it is calm, it is consistent. It is knowing your value without needing validation from someone who seeks to distort it. Your kindness does not make you vulnerable, it makes you strong, when wielded with clarity, with boundaries, and with emotional intelligence. And once you understand this, you stop being the tool. You stop being the target. Your generosity becomes an expression of strength, not a weapon in someone else's game. You are free to give and free to protect. Your peace, your integrity, your energy remain fully yours, untouched, unexploitable, and unshakable.